This is the No Texting While Busy tutorial, and as you can see here, I've loaded the template into App Inventor and I've renamed my app No Texting While Busy V1 for version 1. First, let's go over the user interface. This has a very simple user interface. As you can see, I've set the screen title to No Texting While Busy, which appears there. The app has only a couple of components. It has a label, which is named Label Message Log. This is where messages will appear as they're received by the app. And it has a texting component, which you can find in the social drawer, right there. You can click on the question mark to read how it works. It's a complex component, so you might want to read that. It's a non-visible component. Notice how its properties are set initially. We're going to be doing this app over Wi-Fi so that you can use the texting component with a tablet that doesn't have a SIM card or with a phone that doesn't have a SIM card. To use Wi-Fi, however, you're going to need to download Google Voice from the Android market, and you're also going to have to set up a Google Voice account. We'll review how to do that in the tutorial. Assuming you've done those things, then you can run this app with Google Voice enabled and with receiving enabled set to always. Before looking at the details of the app, it's important to look at some background information about how texting over Wi-Fi works. First of all, let's take a look under the hood of the app. When the device that the app is running on receives a text message, in this case hi, the message is sent to the app where it is handled by the message received event handler. And the code in this block, as we'll see in more detail in a moment, automatically sends back a reply, sorry, I'm busy, talk to you later. So that's what's happening most of the time. We'll see there are subtleties here as we go on further. But how does that work? Well, let's step back for a moment and talk about a couple of important protocols, internet protocols that are used, because what we're really doing here is sending text messages over the internet. VoIP, or Voice over Internet Protocol, is an application level protocol by which calls and text messages are sent over the internet rather than through a mobile carrier. The text messages are free up to a daily limit. SMS, which is short for Short Message Service, uses the SMPP protocol, which is short for Short Message Peer-to-Peer Protocol. Messages are 70 to 160 characters, as you no doubt know, but the difference in length depends on how they're represented, whether you're using 7 bits per character or 8 bits per character, or for some Asian languages, for example Chinese, 16 bits per character. And in 2010, 6.1 trillion text messages were sent, so it's a widely used service. Google Voice is an example of a voice over IP application. It's a service provided by Google that's free, and you can send free text messages through it up to a daily limit. Phone calls are not free, but they're inexpensive, and there's many other services, such as the WhatsApp service. You're going to have an account on Google Voice, which we'll show you how to set up in a moment. There's also a Google Voice mobile app available through the Play Store. You're going to have to download that onto your device in order to use the No Texting Over Wi-Fi app. And that requires a Google Voice account. In fact, if you run it on a tablet, the phone number for your tablet will be your Google Voice phone number. So let's go back under the hood and see what's really going on when a text message is sent to the device. So here again, we're sending the message hi to our mobile device, which is running our No Texting While Busy app. But instead of sending the message directly to our app, it is going to be sent to the Google Voice mobile app. And that will send it to our app. Our message received block will fire, and it will then send a return message, but not directly to the receiving device. Rather, it'll send it to the user's Google Voice account, the Google Voice web app, which will then forward it to the device that originally sent the message. The mobile app is used to receive messages, and the web app, the Google Voice web app, is used to send messages. Here are the steps to follow to set up your Google Voice account. Log into your Gmail account, Click on the More tab in the Google menu bar. The menu bar is that 3x3 grid at the top right of your screen when you're in Gmail. Click on the More tab. Click on the Even More tab, and that will bring up a bunch of Google applications. Find the Voice application under Home and Office, and when you click on it, you'll be brought to the Google Voice site. Just follow the instructions to set up your Google Voice phone number and your account. When you finish setting up your Google Voice account online, the next thing we need to do is install the Google Voice mobile app. On your device, open the Play Store app, search for Google Voice. When you find it, download it and install it. Once it's installed, we need to configure it. So start up the app. It should look something like this. You will have to configure it so that it knows your Google Voice number. And one of the main settings we need to tweak is the sync and notifications setting. So go to the settings menu, select the sync and notifications options, set the text notifications checkbox on or off, depending on whether you have a tablet. In my case, I have it on for my tablet, I have it off for my phone. What this controls is whether Google Voice, the app itself, will post notifications for incoming text messages in addition to the notifications posted by your mobile apps, by the No Texting While Busy app. Okay, back to the app itself. So when you start up the app, you'll want to have Google Voice Enable set to true over here. And then let's review the Receiving Enabled option. There are three choices here: always, foreground, and off. When set to off, the app will completely ignore incoming text messages. When set to foreground, the app will only receive and process incoming text messages when it is in the foreground. That means when you can see it on your device as the top app, as the current app. When it is set to always, as it is in this case, the app can receive text messages even when it's not running. When the app is installed, it notifies the Android system that it wishes to receive incoming voice messages. What the app does in that case, if it's not running, it's not in the foreground, is the app will receive a notification that an incoming text message has occurred, and the notification will appear in the status bar at the very top of the screen. In order to view the message, you'd have to tap on that notification. It will open the app and you will be able to see the message. Now, App Inventor cannot send text messages while it's not running. So if you do tap, when you do tap on the notification and the app starts up, that is when it will send out the "I've received your message, I'm busy" return message. Okay? So we are going to have Google Voice Enabled set to true and Receiving Enabled set to always for this app. Let's now take a look at the blocks. There's one main block for this, and that's the Message Received event handler of the texting component. If you open the texting drawer, you can see that it has only that one event handler. It has a send message procedure and then a bunch of setter and getter blocks for setting its various properties. Okay, so let's see what this event handler does. It'll fire when a message is received. What it does is it appends the incoming message, the message text, and the number that it's from to the current text in the message log. So this is a join statement that concatenates the current messages in the log with a new line of text. Okay, notice the new line there. It then sets the texting component's message property to "Sorry, I'm busy, TTYL, I'll talk to you later." It sets the texting phone number to the incoming phone number, and then it sends a message. What it'll be doing while it's in the foreground again is it will automatically send back a reply to the incoming text message. Because the app is dependent on a Google Voice account, you'll be asked to authenticate before sending messages with the app. The app will present a dialog such as the following one here, and you'll be asked to allow the request to use the Google Voice account in question. you should click Allow. This will happen the first time the app sends a message. It won't happen if the app is just receiving messages. If the device has multiple accounts on it, you'll be asked to select the appropriate account. So you would select the account under which you've created your Google Voice account. There's no real coding to do for this tutorial. There will be some enhancements you can add after we make sure the app runs correctly. Testing this app is going to be quite challenging. There's other apps involved, such as Google Voice. There's lots of settings. You're doing this over Wi-Fi, and you're doing it with a Google Voice account. So it'll be challenging. You'll have to be patient and persist. But here are 3 ways you can go about testing the app. If you're alone, you can test it with a second device. For example, in my case, I have the app set up on my tablet, and I use my regular phone as a second device. Any phone that can send text messages can be used as a second device. Don't install the app on the second device and send a text message from it, because that will set up a ping pong effect where the automatic replies are bouncing back and forth between the 2 devices. But send a message to the app from the second device, and if everything's working properly, it should receive the automatic reply. A second way to test the app is work with a partner. For example, you could have the app on one person's device, the tablet say, and the partner's phone could be used as the second device. Again, don't install the app on 2 devices and send text messages back and forth. That'll set up this infinite ping pong effect. Take turns with your partner sending and receiving messages with the app installed on only one device. So in this case, you may have to remove the app when you switch over to let your partner test. A third option would be to test with a Google Voice account. For example, you can send messages from the Google Voice web app to the device that has the no texting app installed. However, in this case, to avoid the ping pong effect, you may want to use a separate account from the one installed on the device itself. So, good luck with the app.